What's up, you guys? What's up, MP? Hi, Pookie. What's up, Pam? I know some of you guys are staying at home right now and at home chilling, resting, recovering, and I thought we would just go live while I'm doing some projects and the dogs are all resting. What's up, Doug? What's up, Bubba? What's up, everybody? We were going live because some of y'all, I heard Spirit Angel is resting. She hurt her knee. Bubba might be recovering. He sure as heck ain't getting out there in the 106-degree heat right now. And I have some news, and I'll share that news in a little bit once everybody kind of get involved with the live. Not news about me, but new updates on some folks I've been emailing to kind of say hello because I haven't seen them for a while. And one of them is TC Bear. TC Bear, I don't know if you're out there or not, but we're here and we're thinking of you. Same with Joey and also Amy C. People, as I have been cleaning up my Yahoo email, I'm checking on people that have been here for many, many years with our channel, with our community. And I know Spirit Angel said she is laid up today and not feeling good. So this is for you, Spirit Angel. Thank you for your support and your conversations and your donations. Also, MP, thank you for your donations and your support. Bubba is my #1 supporter right now. Thank you for your donations and your support, Bubba. I cannot do it without you. I appreciate you. And I realize everybody is going through something that we have no idea about. And just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's good. Sometimes quiet means things are going on that are beyond our control. So yesterday I had a potential dog walker, and she, whether it's true or not, right, because I don't really know her, but a dog walker yesterday texted, hey, I can't help you. My brother just went into the hospital and we're headed to West Texas, okay? I look at what we're doing here, all the dogs having their problems with allergens. I can only imagine my family member, my Bubba, had a heart attack recently. Nikki's wife had a heart attack in January. I mean, everybody around everybody has something that's going on that's really heavy. I have to say, just talking with Spirit Angel today, I was like, I'm going to go live because she should be resting. And she loves to watch what we're doing here. And I know some of y'all love to watch what we're doing here. And you've been so supportive, whether I'm grooming, whether we're hanging out with animals, whether I'm building something. You have been there, and I cannot thank you enough. This is me saying thank you. When I take the time to set up, go live, move the camera 100 times, show you what we're doing, explain things, teach you things, I hope you know that that is me giving you my life, my time, and just being a part of a community that we have built here. And a friend of mine in Colorado said, Dede, you have fans. Like, you have fans, people that are your fans, And he goes, I don't have any fans. And it really made me think of, yeah, I've got some fans and I need to be there for you like you're there for me. So today I have some stuff I'm doing, and I can't do a lot of it because I've got to watch these dogs not tear themselves up. I went grocery shopping this morning for 20 minutes, and I brought Pastel and Miracle with me so that they would not chew themselves up while I was gone. And I ran into the store and ran out because I didn't want to pay those fees. And we're talking shopper fees, the tip, the fee to get it delivered. I'm sitting here like, are you serious? That's $30 just to get something delivered. So we went, and sometimes you just got to make those bins in your sacrificing of what you need to do to make things happen. If people don't want to help you without a paycheck, I don't know what the sense of community is, but on that locally here, but I know my sense of community with you guys out there. I have to tell you, these emails are going to be, I'm going to publish all these emails in a book, and you're going to be able to watch it or see it. But these emails come to me and they say, thank you, Dede, for sending me medicine I needed. I literally have sent people dog medicine that they needed. I have literally sent them Capstar or flea product or a free brush, a free freaking sticker, but that's not what they needed. You know, like when someone needs something, I'm like, if I have it to give, I'm giving it. If I need to make $5 to help pay the dog cost, I'll do it for $5. But the point is that I'm looking through all these emails as I clean up my Yahoo, which you guys can't even reach me on right now. And I am so surprised at myself and forget how much I've given. And all those gives are not always people I ever hear back from. So I'll look at the email, and then I'll look at the email if they subscribe to my newsletter. And I'll see 80% of those people who received from me are unsubscribed on purpose. And I'm sitting here like, man, I remember spending 4 hours with that person on the phone. Well, it just takes 3 or 4 emails in after 5 or 7 years, and they unsubscribe because they don't want to hear from me anymore. And I never will forget the time that I gave, right? And that person may have never even put an order in or a $5 donation. Like, they never supported me. But they needed me. They needed to find out how to brush their dog, or they needed the right clipper because they bought 10 clippers on Amazon and none of them worked right. They needed to know what flea preventative to use, or can I send any for free? Or can I send any and they'll pay only the shipping? Or if they need the right shampoo, or what shampoo should I use for a dog with XYZ? And I gotta say, there's so many people I've helped all across the entire world, not just in the nation. In doing what I do as a content creator, the good and the bad come together. You can't not reply to an email because you're not going to get anything out of it. You just help people and move forward, whether that person helps you back or is there for you later or puts an order in to support what you do, or donates money for the time you spent on the phone. Whether that person does it or not is on their soul and their pocketbook and their mind. God knows. So God knows, you know. I don't know if you guys have heard all that because I'm getting these notifications, and the notifications could have definitely be cutting in. Did you guys hear all that? What's going on with these notifications? So anyway, I'm going to stop there, but man, I have done so much for y'all out there. And if you're still listening, Amy C, TC Bear, you know, everybody has their ups and downs, their quirks about themselves. Sometimes they need a lot of stuff from somebody. Sometimes they actually give back right away. Sometimes they never give. Some people just take. Some people take and give. Some people just give. And you meet all those kinds of people. And through what I do for a living, I can't not help the next person because the person I just helped yesterday unsubscribed, right? And I say that because time is so valuable. And until you do what I do, will you understand what time means. You have family members that are ill. You have family members in the hospital. And you stop on the way to the hospital to talk to a random stranger to help them understand what they need to do with fleas. I don't know very many people like me. I don't know very many people that would have done what I've done for many of y'all out there. And the people I might be talking to are not here listening right now, but y'all are. My core on this channel, this beautiful community we made, y'all are here and you're listening and you're supportive. But no, I am recalling as I go deep into the old years back, 2017, 2016, 2014, 2020, 2021, 22, 23. As I clean up these emails and remember and see and am reminded by, look at Pastel, she's just listening. Reminded by who I have talked to, who I've helped, what answers I've done, I literally was like, dang, I sent that person free medicine. That's freaking cool. That is so cool, man. I met some girl on YouTube and she sent me medicine because I couldn't afford to get it for my dog, you know? So we ordered Apoquel for Miracle, and we ordered another one for Pastel. We have to wait for them to come in. I put on the Nextdoor app for my neighbors. Does anybody have a few pills of Apoquel so I can give the dogs Apoquel, like something like you have on hand that you don't need anymore? Do you think I got a response? Heck no, I did not get a response. My point is that not everyone is willing to just give when someone needs help. So those of you who give, thank you so much. It seems sometimes the giving is like a handful of these people always give, and some of these handful of other people never give. And then there's some people that give a little and take a little, and then, like I said, some people don't give at all ever. They just take. Now, I'm saying all that because these emails that I'm going through. So some of the emails I need to tell you, because some of you guys are out there now that really care. And I want to say, I have checked on some of our fans, and we might be wondering why we haven't heard from them, okay? So if you don't know Nikki Sweets, she has been on our YouTube channel for many years. She turned into my pet sitter for two years. And in January, her spouse had a episode where they got ambulance, and then they went to the hospital, and within minutes, hours of getting to the hospital, her spouse had a heart attack and ended up going in for open heart surgery. MJ, I hope you are repairing. I hope you are getting better every single day. And even then, with the finances being tough, and I did send a gift of amount of money to Nikki a few days ago. What I mean is, you just don't know what people are up to and how they're doing. There's nobody working there right now. Nikki can't come pet sit, and her spouse can't go to work yet. Her spouse actually is not doing all that great. She has another better, but not great. And she's having another surgery coming up. This is insane stuff, okay? This is insane because we got Bubba here. Thank the Lord Jesus. Bubba is my dad, and he had open heart surgery in April, and he is walking and driving. He drove himself yesterday to his own appointment. Thank you, Lord Jesus. So Lord Jesus, be with Nikki and her family and help MJ get better. The other thing I want to say, and this is like, I'm just kind of catching this up before I go quiet. The other thing I want to say is TC Bear. Sweet TC Bear, who is a Mary Kay rep, she had sent me some free stuff in an order, and she also supplied some stuff to Spirit Angel when Spirit Angel supported her and ordered. She had a fall in September. We're talking last year, September. She had a fall, and she sent me a picture of herself, and she has damage, and she's also recovering from a concussion now, and she's not the same. She's not the same. She's not on the internet. She's not on YouTube. She can't stay up late, she said. And Lord Jesus, please be with TC Bear. Like, these are folks we've seen over and over, okay? Many years folded. And if you're not a part of this community and you want somewhere that's real, this is it right here, honey. This is it. We pray for you. You don't have to be nice to me all the time, and I'll still pray for you. Let's go into... I know Honeybee had some issues. I can't think of what they were. It wasn't her personally, not necessarily, but her mom. I had to pray for her mom a couple months back. So Honeybee, we love you out there in Australia. The other one, there's a bunch actually. With this year has been like crazy. 2026 has been the year of the fire horse, and it has been on fire, if you can't tell. So we've been wondering. We'll wonder, where are you at? Where did you go? You just left me behind. That's not true. You cannot always lean into what you think. You got to go find out. You got to care. You got to care enough to reach out to those folks that were there at a time when you didn't need them. They were there because they wanted to be there and you wanted to see them there. But when you needed somebody and they were there, man, that's a really special thing. And then when you stay for the longevity of time, like Pookie Puppy, like MP, when you stay so long in someone's life and become close and a friend, and that we're talking many, many years, when you stay consistent, it really tells who's down for what is that called when they're ride or die. They're there no matter what. Like, yeah, I'm sure I get on MP's nerves sometime gaming when I'm loud. I'm sure I yell and scream and all this stuff. I am sure she's like, will you shut up? I am sure, but you know, there's ups and downs with every single friendship. And you just have to decide if this is worth it for you, if this is a place for you. And you'll know as you just listen to your body and mind, and if you feel safe. If you're around people where you feel safe, you know, they take care of your mind, they take care of your body and spirit. They can't always be there doing what you think they need to be doing, but they're there for you. You'll know it when you find it. And when you find that kind of community or friend, you might not want to give it up. You might want to cultivate it. That means you feed the friendship. You listen, you find boundaries, and you find the people within it that get you. And then you're happy to come back. You know, you're happy to be around. It's pretty cool when you find that. I hope this has been something like that for you on this channel. But as I continue talking about some of these emails are brand new. Joey is a postal retiree. You are too sweet, she says. I've been so busy. Oldest son brought the family in 2 weeks ago. The baby is so cute. Now remember, Joey fell down last year sometime. And when she did, she was not the same. She got stuck in another state for a while and had to wait for family to bring her home. And she didn't even know where she was for a minute, if I remember that right. Can you imagine what that could be like? I tell Bubba, you all the time, do not fall. If you fall, if you're wearing flip-flops and you fall, what happens when you hit the ground could change everything. And what is a fall? So a fall is, so check this out. TC Bear fell. I fell the other day outside on those stupid pavers that are not even. Joey fell, okay? When you fall, what happens in that moment? You break a hip. You dislodge something. You hurt your shoulder. You get a concussion. You are not the same. You break your hip at a certain age, they're going to tell you you're not able to have surgery. Now what are you going to do? Okay? I'm going to put you guys down so I'm not moving too much. So let me see. I wrote a few people here. Amy C., we miss you. She says, I love you, Dede. You've been on my mind. And TC Bear, Amy C., Buffy. Buffy has been around for a very long time, but I haven't really seen her after David passed. She came out during one of David's episodes when I let you guys know that was David in the car accident. I seen Buffy, but she wrote me recently and trying to get onto the gaming. I have a gift. I'm going to send her a Switch, actually. She doesn't know this yet. I don't think she's watching these. So I am trying to clean up my email so I can get my GameStop package going and I can get that refurbished Switch ordered and send it to her so she can game with us, because she has been in a different place for the last 2 years plus than she was when we were all gaming. And when she was here on MFG for very many years, she was a paying member. We're talking one of the old schoolers, okay? So with everything going on around us, there's so much that people don't know about what you might be going through. And we won't know unless you share it. And here, many of you share it with me for sure, but many of you share it with each other as we go live. And so thank you so much for being a part of the live. When I go live, and I told you I wasn't going to go live today, but I think I've started our next stint. I will let you know what that stint is. We'll go live every day, and I'll let you know whether it's a week, 2 weeks, a month. But you can see I have so much going on in my world, but I'm going to make time for you, because I think losing our community on a regular basis affects everybody. I did get an email from Grandma Shell the other day. Grandma Shell literally said, let me see if I can pull it up. I have really been reaching out and kind of saying, hey, where you at? What you been up to? Are you okay? What's going on? Grandma Shell sent me a picture. Okay, so Grandma Shell here. Grandma Shell, thank you for your picture. You look so cute. She said, my Bichon Chihuahua Japanese Chin mix, Mr. Henry, who she's been grooming forever since she learned how to groom through me on my website. Thank you. We are going, she has Cushing's disease. The dog has Cushing's disease. They're going the natural route for now, and she asked me for advice. I haven't emailed her back. Miss Grandma Shell says, thanks for checking in. I have been experiencing lots of odd health issues. She also has Parkinson's like Bubba does. Pulmonary fibrosis, IBS, inflammatory bowel syndrome, I think, and a prolapse retum, which I had surgery for. So we're talking, each and every one of you guys out there could be going through something that we all are not talking about on a regular basis and you're not telling us about, and that's okay. But this is me, Dede, telling you where everyone's been at and what they've been going through and what they might be going through right now and why I'm going to be here for a lot longer than you think. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you enjoyed today's live. That's an update on a handful of fans here. Thanks for being my fan, and thanks for being a part of my world. Let's get to either relaxing, watching dogs, or watching me kind of hit some projects right now as we go into today. Enjoy it. So I'm going to let you guys hang out with the dogs for a little while, and let me see which project we're going to be starting on, because I got a couple things I need to be doing. Enjoy, my friends. I couldn't do it without you, and anything that you give has really helped us survive over here. You can check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com, put in an order. Small donations count on YouTube, as well as straight up to myfavoritegroomer.com/donate. We couldn't do it without you. Love y'all. All right, so we've got these doggies up in here, but let's go. I'm going to show you guys something. I think I'm going to do a little bit right now and then come back inside, but this is one of the projects. And I just was so this is pretty hot out here. And I did all the weeds over here yesterday from there all the way over and around to here, right? So these are ant piles, and they actually, Bubba, they're dead, but there's powder still there, so I'm going to let those be like that for a minute. I have an email to check for the project that I'm doing back here. I need to cut those limbs off. That's one project I might do right now. I know you're going to say it's hot, but if you do a little bit at a time, and then once you get to a point where you're kind of done, then at least then you can go inside, rest, and do something else like cooking and stuff. But I'm going to work on getting some of this grass, which I asked help for $15 an hour to come just help me pull this grass. And you know, these people wrote me and was like, they wanted $1,000 to take out this grass. Oh, gosh. People just want a killing, man, to do what I feel like is just tedious work. So yesterday's weed removal took 30 minutes, and I went in a lot. I came inside a lot to rest, okay? So I'm gonna get the tools I need to go, and I'm gonna take you guys inside and outside so you're not too bored watching me. But if you guys wanna watch me do some work, that's what we're gonna be doing today, all right? We're gonna be doing a little bit inside, a little bit outside. And you miss us all, Mr. Dougie boy? I know it's hot out there, Bubba. I got this under control. I do like to, push myself a little bit. And they say it's really good for your heart and your body to be in a sauna for 30 minutes a day. It's good for your body to be in the sauna for 30 minutes a day. So I got this. We got to do a little bit at a time, and that'll save me money if I do find someone that can actually do it. Or before you know it, I'll have it all done anyway. All right. Now, let's see here, we're gonna get that. Okay. All right, Miss Angel needs to come inside. She's out there. What is she out there doing? Miss Angel, it's too hot to be laying out here sunbathing. Miss Angel, come on, it's too hot out here, girl. Come on, girl. You suntanning? Come on now. All right, I'm gonna go with let's make sure we got our gloves, shovel, right? Gloves, shovel. Oh, there's an email I do need to check right fast before we go outside. And then we can also come in and do some emailing stuff, you know. We don't have to stay outside the whole time. Let's check one thing here. I saw an email I need to look at. Okay, so this project that I've been trying to do to help fix most of my pea gravel issues outside, her husband literally went into the hospital the day before yesterday. So that's why I'm saying, like, every single person that I've been interacting with seems like they've got a lot of things going on, including me, right? People around me being affected and being in the hospital. Like, this is no joke. Been a really tough year for so many people. All right, let's see here. Miss MP, thank you so much for your donation. I just got it on PayPal. I appreciate you. Yahoo! Thank you so much. It was just somebody you drove by. Okay, you're all right. You're all right. Everything's fine. Y'all are all right. No one's here. Okay? Calm down. Everything's fine. You just have to do one last pow. One last powwow. If I take you guys outside on YouTube, it's probably going to get hot. So I'm trying to see what I want, how I want to do this. Take you guys out, watch me just a tiny bit. We'll see what's up. Let's see what's up here. All right, let me see. Brownie, you can't go outside while, you ain't going outside in that heat. I don't know what's wrong with you right there. I'll take you guys out, maybe 5 minutes. I'll probably be hot already. What the heck? This guy, man. He wants to go lay in the grass. No, 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 no. Back, back. It's too hot. It's too hot. Back, back, back. Go, go, back, go, go. Over there. No, no. You can't go out right now. Let's see what's going on out here. Let's go get a little exercise. So they say it's good for your heart and all that to do 30 minutes in the sauna. Well, the sauna's right outside when you're here in Texas, so it is what it is. All right, let's see if I can position you guys in some shade. Let me find my shovel here. Where did I put the shovel? It's right, oh yeah, it's right here. Oh yeah, I could just leave you guys right up here. Remember, I gotta remember to go check the dogs, because the problem is leaving them alone. It's too hot out here. 5 minutes, has it? Okay. Gotta go take a break. Whew. Shoot, you guys might be overheated too. Just what, 5 minutes? If you don't do this for a living, it literally is too hot. Okay, let's go here. Woo! Woo! Okay, hold on here. Okay, let's go wash our hands because of the grass allergens. Goodness. What really doesn't it peeve you off too? Really, it disappoints you when somebody's trying to charge you a couple $1,000s to do that kind of work. And maybe before we're done with the live today, I'll have that all completely done. So not sure if you're on creatine yet. I tried to do 5 milligrams, and I don't quite know if this is 5 milligrams or not, but this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. And if I do 1/4 of a teaspoon once a day, not when you wake up in the morning and your body's depleted, but 1/4 a teaspoon in about 8 ounces of water, I feel sharp. I feel good. I haven't even linked to last night's videos, but this is the creatine I'm using. And I'm just trying it out. It's not going to be an everyday thing forever, but I'm trying it because it's supposed to be really good for us when we start getting up in the years, like over 45. And I think a lot of people are actually on it right now that are I think a lot of people are on it right now that work out. You know, okay, let me move you guys over here like this. We'll take a little quick break. Let me get you guys on the live on the TV so I can read what you're writing. Look, I'm sweating. Like, I don't sweat very fast like that. But I am literally, in those few minutes I was out there, sweating. This is not something I do every day. So, yes, you don't want to, I don't know how these guys do it. Tell me that you guys really applaud the roofers, the concrete guys, the people making your streets and roads. I would, you know, drop off some water. I mean, don't honk at them. Like, really just have some respect, because that kind of work out there, if you're not doing it and you never have, is not easy work at all. Yeah, the plastic's doing well. With further thought, though, I don't know that I want to put a bunch of stuff under there that I love, but I do want to do something. I just don't know that I want to do something that I really love. So I've been thinking about a couple other ways to really honor and look at the things in such a way that it might not get. Because you know what I was thinking this morning? Doug is a stonemason, and that's who I'm talking about. People do masonry work. I was out there 4.5 minutes. Doug went over there to Maryland and built a whole entire base for a shed out of stone. I mean, I'll do that too, but look at the sweat on my, look at the sweat on my body. Do you see it all over my hand? Because I was wearing gloves. So do drink water, right? But don't over drink water, because then you feel lushy because of it puts too much water load, which, believe it or not, is a thing, on your kidneys and liver. So then just drink, but not overdo it. Well, in that amount of time, I don't think anybody had time. Sweating keeps you healthy. I know, that's why I'm like, why not? You know, it's not like I need to be out there for 10 hours. I'm not trying to do that. But a little bit of exercise, a little bit of sweating is a good balance. You know, I think you can do whatever you want for you and your world. But if you sit a lot, I sit a lot, and I also want to counteract the sitting by standing and doing stuff. If you always only want to sit, it starts degrading things and organs in your body. So balance it out. You may not stand up and eat dinner tonight, you know. Go out in the heat if you can. Go out in the heat if you're young enough to still do that. If it tears you apart, like my dad, he just had open heart surgery. So walking it around in the 96-degree heat might not be what his body can feel like it can tolerate. But if you listen to some of these doctors who brief us, they do tell us that, like, being in a sauna 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, helps restart and reboot certain things in our cells that help us boost our own ability to kill cancer in our own body. And that's also, it works that added with cold plunge 3 times a week, or just a cold shower. I'm going to count my cold pool time. Dipping yourself in cold, taking a cold shower 3 times a week, that too, you know, can help you boost your own mechanics in your body to kill cancer. So the thing that we do is, if we sit all day, like summer or winter time when I edit for hours and hours and hours, and I don't get up and do exercise because I'm all in editing and I don't want to leave the computer for 20 hours. Some of these videos are 20-hour editing. If you don't get exercise in between there, yes, Dede, you are doing a disservice to your body. Sitting and doing nothing, it doesn't allow all your blood flow to work properly. Bubba says, doctors say to avoid extreme heat if you are a heart attack survivor. That's good to know for heart attack survivors. Spirit Angel said, I still go out in the heat, but I pay attention to what my body is telling me when to go in the cool in the house. Exactly. Because I like doing stuff in the heat. Matter of fact, I get a lot of projects done in my garage in the heat of the summer, building stuff. And I was like, you know what? I need to do that at 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day, cut the TV off and actually go build something and get a little sweat going. And I feel good. It feels good to feel, especially if you don't overeat. If you overeat and expect your body to want to be in the heat, it ain't gonna like it. So like you're eating lightly and then you go in the heat, you do some work. When it starts getting hot, you come inside, drink some water, rest, go do it again. you will feel like, hey, that was kind of cool. You know, that made me feel alive. So finish projects and do things like that. And this, I can't help but look at her staring at me talking to you guys. She's so cute. You're so cute. Yeah, eat less when you're active. Absolutely. All right, we're going to go back out there. If I overdrink water right now, I'm not going to want to go back out there because I'll feel sluggish. So let's go back out there. I cooled you guys off too. All right. They all want to go, man. Little do they know they're just going to be in the way because, we have an allergy problem. So me digging up all this grass is not a good thing for them. Brownie's fine, but let's see how he handles it. Brownie loves the heat. Let's just see how he does. Okay, come here, Mr. Brownie. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I'm only gonna be out here for like a few minutes anyway, right? We'll do one little thing at a time. All right. And let me get my gloves. No. No. Come on, Brownie. 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 No. Brownie, go here. You gotta go inside. It's too hot. Okay, I got Brownie back inside. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see here. but not until after our break. Woo! It is hot. It is hot. Did you see me get all that off? It may be hot work, but for just pulling grass, $1,000, $900, ridiculous pricing out there. I just can't believe it, you know. So now we're gonna come check in with the dogs and make sure no one's chewing their feet, see? They're too busy worried about me, LOL. Okay, hold on. Y'all too busy worried about Miss Dede. Whew, I'm sweating and feeling good. Woo-hoo! Oh, goodness. Okay, so a nice little quick break. Let me check my schedule. Oh yeah, tomorrow morning works. So the difference between doing this kind of work now is right now, for some reason, guess what? Someone needs to worry about Dede. If I do this kind of work at 7 p.m., you know what happens, right? Mosquitoes. Hundreds of mosquitoes are out there. Even though I do have a dip tank out there set up, it's less mosquitoes is what I've learned, but they're still out there. So it's one battle or another when you're doing this kind of, if you're trying to do this kind of work. And by the way, a regular person that doesn't have dogs with allergies, or even a regular person that wouldn't do this kind of thing, everything I'm doing out there is for the dogs. Taking out all the grass a long time ago, 2 years ago, for the dogs. Getting rid of that grass because the sprinklers have been running, and we got a lot of rain already this year. That grass normally isn't even there, but I couldn't get ahead of it, and then before I could blink, boom, it's overgrown. So it's not like you have to do this every day, but if you maintain it, and if the dogs didn't have the allergy problem last week that caused them to rip open their face and rip open their paws, I don't know if you can see how red her paws are right now. It's a perfect view. If we weren't facing this, who would care about the grass? But I'm out there for a reason. This is something that must be done, and whether it's today or tomorrow, trying to get a quote for it. My dad is helping me do that. They're not responding. And even so, their quote is probably something I would prefer not to have to pay for, even if my dad said, I'll help you. The problem is that it's just like a ridiculous amount of ongoing money that has to go out. It's ridiculous that somebody wants to charge you $1,000 to come pull up some grass when I can do it, but when I turn my head the other way, they chew their paws until they're bloody. So it's one or the other. So you guys are with me. We're doing this together, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's like one thing or another. You want to spend $1,000 and not do it, or do you want to just chip at it until it's done, and maybe spend the money for them to do the next project I need to do, which is I'm going to cover it all with turf until the big project that fixes my whole yard, that puts concrete back there, can possibly be done. I haven't gotten approval for that yet, but we'll see. But imagine if I said, okay, yeah, $900 cash, I'll let you pull out the grass. Can you imagine what I can do with $900? All right, let's go back out there. Let's see if we can knock some of this out. And let me tell you right now, I need to throw some frustration out on that shovel. This is the kind of place you throw your frustration, okay? You got people always telling you what to do. This is where you come out here and throw your frustration down. You got people that judge you and all that. Come throw your frustration down somewhere else. Okay, I need to, well, I have an idea. Why don't I do a bunch of shoveling, take a break, and then come out and try to pull it all up? How about that? Okay, let's do that this time around. Just took it all out, actually. Okay, let's go back over here. Well, are you having fun? Oh, goodness. Miss Angel wants to help, but she doesn't understand how hot it is out there. All right, let's sit down for a minute. No, we don't need water. We need to just sit for a second here. We don't need water right now. We need to chill. We need to envision this lovely environment Miss Saki's in. The double spike doesn't do crap for grass, weeds like that. It doesn't do crap, dude. Yeah, I had to go onto the Nest app. I have the app. But the problem with the app is that there's no notification if your house gets under a certain temperature. And I have the app, and I knew that because I tried to disable the Nest. It's called like Nest, something that you register for at some point or something where it gives the authority to the Nest to change the temperature control. And I don't know, I think it automatically updated at some point and turned that feature on because I never did that. I would never want someone to control my thermometer at all, ever, an app. I would never want that. So I looked at it. When you mentioned it, I looked at, no ma'am, sit, you were good there. I looked at it and I actually Googled it first. I Googled how to turn off automatic Nest, whatever. So it told me that I needed to turn off a feature that monitors the temperature, and during high peak season or what high peak usage, it lowers it. So I disabled that. And now that should never happen again unless it does some stupid thing. But it doesn't have, I Googled it, how can you have a notification turned on with your Nest that when your house, say, gets to 80, it would text you like, hey, your temperature is below your setting. There's no such thing on the Nest. And hiring a pet sitter for 2 hours, I would not think that I needed to check my house temperature, girl. And all summer, that Nest did not shift until the day I had a pet sitter for 2 hours a couple days ago. And I say that because we had hot days already, and the temperature on the Nest didn't change until that moment. 2 hours in a day, all summer. And I was like, that was David. I honestly was like, that's David telling me something about the situation. And I was like, until it happened again last night, right? It didn't happen the day after that. It happened last night while we were live. Not during the day, not late at night. It happened when me and you went live. Me and you YouTubers. So isn't that interesting? You got to say it's not a coincidence. It's interesting. And if you can read between the lines, maybe there's a warning there. And I'm paying attention to all of it. Yeah, if you can, I don't have time to do that. But Nest, I can hashtag Nest on this video. I doubt they'll listen to it. Maybe they have an AI situation because it is Google. But Google needs to have a notification set on your Nest so you can get a text message when your home reaches a certain degrees, like 80 degrees. If my house is 80 degrees with animals in it, it's just a matter of time before somebody's going to suffer from heat exhaustion. Absolutely. Anybody's house. When you have a dog and they are hairy like Momo, you know. All right. I can't believe they don't have that already. That's ridiculous. Like, my friend Cynthia, she had her house, it was 176 degrees in her house. She got home from a doctor's appointment about 7 years ago, and her house, there was a fire in the attic, and her house was 176 degrees. She was in it. She went inside and got her dogs, called the fire department, and they came out and she's lucky she did not die that day. But there was a fire in the attic, and it just kept like I don't know, but it was 170 something degrees in her house, and I couldn't believe her dogs survived. And they came out, they did what they did, and it was because she used a friend to change her HVAC heater parts, and he didn't know what he was doing, and he put the wrong stuff inside there. So when you get a deal, sometimes you pay a hefty price. So she ended up having to redo all of it and also get her roof fixed and the fire holes fixed and the inside of her roof and the ceiling of her house. I mean, she ended up paying quite a bit. Yeah, so the thing is with the Nest is like, when no one's home, we'll fluctuate yeah, but how do you know no one's home? The dogs are home. Animals are home. What are you talking about? Like when you know my phone leaves the house, no one's there. What if there's kids? What if there's, that's crazy. They do have something like that for RVs, Doug. You're right. But sometimes that can fail. You're out shopping and the RV doesn't remind you that you have a dog in there and the AC has now turned off and broke. RV ACs are known to do stuff like that. RV AC breaks and it texts you, hey, the inside is 96 degrees. You got 3 dogs in there, right? That's the deal on me buying an RV, why I haven't even done it yet. But what if that that thing fails, oh man, it would be. You ever see, there was this one on Nextdoor. This has happened a few times. There was a Nextdoor post where the person had 3 or 4 dogs, 3 or 4 cats in their RV. They live at an RV place and their RV caught fire and all the animals died. And I just, I can't. Could you imagine coming home because you live in the RV and that happened? What? I cannot. I cannot even imagine what that would be like. All right, let's see what we dug up here and see if this is all off now. goodness. I think I'm done with that for a minute. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm kind of done with that, I think I got other things I need to get ready to do. At least right now. Angel, watch out. Angel, watch out. I don't know why they insist on wanting to go outside right now. It's way too hot. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, let's go ahead and I'm gonna actually go take a rinse off with cold water. There's that cold water thing. And I'll let you guys hang out here. I'll be right back. Bye, Doug. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Let me see what's in your phone head right here. That was me, girl. Goofy head. All right, we got other things we need to do. One of those is preparing to cook ourselves some food for later. And we're gonna put our, let's see if we have room for it here. Okay, let's see. We gotta boil some eggs. And we don't have room to put that in there yet, the broccoli. So we'll just cook that all together. We're gonna take our diced chicken. We're gonna put it in here in this hot water. Not intentional, it's just coming out hot. Well, that's gonna thaw fast in that condition. Okay, we're gonna thaw out that, and then I'm gonna see if I got, how much turkey I got in here to cook. Get some turkey cooking for the dogs for the next couple days. There we go, we got some turkey here. We're gonna mix it with this turkey, which is cheaper than the other ones you just saw. This is why I don't go live every day. You see how much stuff I have to do and manage the live feed? It's a lot. And I don't know that you guys want to see that. If you do, please let me know. But right now, there's only how many of you guys out there? I don't even know if people really care. Okay, so we got all this in. We got this hot water. So I put a little water in there. And then we can fill it with this cold water that I showed you guys what to do when it's hot. Pour it in here. So this is room temperature, which is cool. And since we're thawing it to cook it, it's okay to go ahead and put some ice in here. Because I'm going to go take a shower. But before I do that, you should keep things flowing. So while I'm in the shower, something else could be happening. One of those things is also boiling eggs. So we'll get that going. That's too much water, but that's okay. For boiled eggs, you just need to put one cup or so inside your pressure cooker bottom there. While the eggs are boiling, I can shower. Do you see what I mean? So don't waste any time if you have the amount of priorities, responsibilities that I have. Don't waste any time if you can help it. cool ease, like when you're outside with the dogs. But unfortunately, it's way past that. So now we got to just get ahead. Yeah, we'll go through all these eggs in about less than a week. We'll go through all these eggs. All those. Between me eating some, snacks for any of the dogs, but mostly for Miss Saki. She's on an egg broccoli diet. Something I just learned last night was if you can eat 2 eggs a day, it jump starts something in your cells to help it lose weight, help your body lose weight. 2 eggs a day, even the yolk, he said. So we're going to do on custom time, custom time, 12 minutes. And you can do 10 minutes. And I usually let it sit until they're almost brown, which is not what you should do. So let's try to do 12 minutes. As soon as they're done, we'll listen for it and take it off. But when I'm by myself, without you guys, I usually let them not burn, but sometimes I'm like, when it stays on the warmer too long, they start to turn brown. Okay, so we got that going. Now we've got turkey and everything thawing here. In the meantime, what I want to do is put some ice in there. We'll do that. Okay, let's see here. We're looking good. All right, I'm gonna sit you guys up and we'll be right back. Look who got into my seat. Miss Miracle stole my seat. She's like, don't make me move. I won't make you move, okay? Miss Angel, what's she looking at like that? She don't even fit in that chair. She's hanging over it. What a cutie. I'm gonna see if I can situate you guys right here. Let me know if Miss Miracle moves or Miss Angel. Let me see if they follow me. Hopefully not. Hopefully you guys will chill here a second. And that fit in there. Well, all right, we are going to let you guys go. I'm going to get ready to go do some things that I need to do, and we may or may not see you later tonight. I don't think we will, but you never know. But thanks for watching today. I appreciate you. Thanks for hitting those like buttons for me, and we'll see you on the next live. Have a good night. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Check us out at myfavoritegroomer.com, and if you want to donate any amount, $1 or more, myfavoritegroomer.com.